Hey, it's Tori, and welcome back to my channel. Today we welcome Johanna, Tuomas, and Troy of Auri to the channel. How are you guys doing today?
Very well.
Just splendid, thank you.
Good. Again, I just want to thank you so much for being so kind in rescheduling this. Third time's the charm. We're finally here. We're finally getting to talk about your brand new album, your third studio album, Candles and Beginnings, which is out very soon, August 15th via Nuclear Blast Records. You've already had a couple of singles and music videos out already. How have you found that response from your fan base, or perhaps from people who aren't just now discovering Auri with this album run?
It's been really positive, hasn't it? The feedback. It's been really heartwarming to notice that people connect with us in our hearts and the things that we love and we put into the music, and they can tap into that. So that's something very special and dear to our hearts.
Yeah. I was one of the lucky ones that got sent the album early, so I've had the chance to just sit and really take it all in. And for me, because I don't live in my own home country and I do get very homesick, it had that feeling of like coming home in a way, if that's, a good way to explain it. It just, I've had it on repeat. There's not a song I don't dislike, or there's nothing that I want to skip over. I just want to take everything in. And could you tell us in your own words what the album is about and what it represents for you, like individually?
The emotion of ultimate freedom,
Mm-hmm.
artistically and in every sense of the word, actually. Mm-hmm. To me, whenever I start to think about this particular band here, it always reflects ultimate freedom. Mm. And that's what the album means to me as well. That's like the main thing that pops into my mind when I think about Candles and Beginnings.
Yeah, it's the soil that we grow all our wonderful Auri flowers in.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. Of course, Candles and Beginnings. What inspired the album title, and how does that reflect the energy of the album?
That was one of those moments where the words were said and instantly latched on by the three of us. Mm-hmm. It came out, it was like, that's a splendid title. Well, it's kind of a subtitle, Auri II was called, what was
Those
we don't speak of. Auri III sub is Candles at the Beginning, and it also slotted in nicely to our vision of live touring as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, again, it also fits with that feeling I think I got from the album, just that overall feeling of belonging, in a sense, as well.
Wonderful.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what did the creative process look like for you? Because it has been 4 years since the previous Auri album. What was that like, being able to get back into the studio to finally focus on more Auri?
Well, my effort for the album began immediately after we finished the previous Nightwish album, Yes the Wine. So the 3 songs that I did are fairly new. Mm-hmm. But there is one song on the album that Troy started writing when he was 19.
True.
So it goes back like 30 something years.
Yeah.
And you had some ideas many years ago already.
2018, yeah. And there's one song actually that was supposed to be on the next Altamont Road album, but it jumped on this one because they're closely related, all of these bands, and stem from the same root.
So the way that we work is like always before, that we just take our own space, one space in Yorkshire, one space in Kitee, do our thing, and then exchange files via the invisible gossamer bridge, and then just magical things happen.
Yeah.
It's a really wonderful way of working, and a lot of people have picked up on this, that we seem to genuinely have a huge affinity that's difficult to describe each other and with music, especially music that's as impressionistic as ours, which it most certainly is. There are various ways of describing it, but I'd say impressionistic.
Very much so. I agree with that. It's a rare thing to be able to find that connection with people and to then be able to create art and then put that out into the world and have other people connect in the way that you do to it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we demand nothing of each other as
Right.
well. That's another unusual thing. We have no axe to grind over anything. We have an ego that's, well, obviously we need functioning egos, but the ego that tears people apart, we don't have any truck with at all. So we have a lovely time together. We love making music together. We love Auri. We love every aspect of it.
Yeah, and that's been shown, I think, in this last album run leading up to the release. You've been posting a little bit more on social media and showing behind the scenes of you in your rehearsal space, and being able to see that glimpse into that has been really wonderful as somebody from the outside. So I just want to thank you for sharing that little bit of a glimpse into how you work and how you rehearse and everything.
Wonderful. And yeah, what you saw there wasn't an act. That's how we live.
Well, and I think that also comes across in your music too. And one for you, Johanna, I really love how playful you have been with your vocal delivery, and I was wondering if this is something that you think about, or is it just something that naturally comes while you're in the studio recording at that time?
I think it all comes down to the word that you mentioned earlier, the freedom.
Yeah.
It's like you find yourself at this wonderful sandbox, and you get to build these different sort of sand castles with your voice and test out different hues, and it's always a pleasure. And I mean, I've always felt like there's a little pioneer residing in my soul. I've never been one for the highways or the things that people already are doing. I'm always looking after that new spark and that new idea and testing out something that hasn't been created yet. And I think we all
That's
work
wonderful.
like that.
That's brilliant. And it must be said that the sandcastles that Johanna builds, even passing elephants can't flatten those. From experience.
Honestly, I couldn't imagine they would, because Johanna, your voice, it's so magical, and being able to hear it, you know, throughout this album, and how you have been playful with it. There's moments in one song where you're quite, I don't want to say witchy, but it's quite like, yeah, it is witchy. I'm going to say witchy. And then there's moments where you're flying super high and you're taking us up there with you. And I find it fascinating because I have something called aphantasia, which means I don't have a mind's eye. I don't have like an imagination. I don't see images within my brain. So music for me is like, it covers that darkness, if you will. So being able to talk to creatives like yourself, it's just, I find it really fascinating. So
I love that. I'm getting goosebumps as you're describing it. The same for me. I mean, I feel music very visually as well. Yeah. It's something that always takes me on a journey. And yeah.
And also one thing that's very quintessential of Johanna is that she absolutely despises rules.
Yes, I can't stand rules.
Yeah, even when we play like board games or do crossword puzzles, it's like, you can't do that. Why?
Oh, yeah.
It's in the rules. Don't bugger the rules.
She gets really violent.
She gets really
violent.
Yeah.
I'm not getting citizen. I have to point that out. But other than that, I despise rules.
Wow, what a turn. But when it comes to art, music, creativity, then there's no rules.
No.
And that's what also makes her singing and her harmonies so unique and interesting.
Yeah.
And that's what also makes it such a powerful force within this trio that we have, Auri.
Yeah. And then Troy, you coming in as well with your own harmonies and blending so effortlessly together. It's really wonderful to hear.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's a joy. It's you know, going back to the beginning of Auri, one of the driving forces for me personally was to sing with Johanna, to get my voice into her spectrum somewhere somehow, and I've been lucky enough to do it now, so it's wonderful.
It's such a treat, and finally we get to do that live as well.
Yeah,
sure. That's something I'm really looking forward to.
Absolutely, and in rehearsals we've been getting lots of spine tingly moments with the vocals. You know, it's
today was one of those.
Yeah,
it was.
You go so deep into the mystery of what these people around us doing that you have to be a bit careful.
Yeah,
because you might lose yourself a bit too much and forget what you're playing.
That's right. That's happened a few times today where something has came from left of field and it just stops you in your tracks and you forget where you are because something so wonderful has just occurred. It's a splendid situation to be in.
So if and when you're going to witness that during one of the Auri shows, now you know what's going on.
Yeah. When everything collapses.
Yeah. We're just swooned. By what we hear.
Everything is just comes to a standstill, and then you look out at the crowd and you're like, oh wait, I should be continuing playing, but I just had this moment of just sheer joy and excitement about what we're performing, and then you look out to the audience and I'm sure they're perceiving it in the same way. I actually have one of my good friends who's actually coming over from the States to see you all. Kathy, I think Johanna, you know, she's a wonderful friend of mine, and she's flying out tomorrow to see you all. She was like, I wish you could come, and I was like, me too, but I recently just went to Sweden, so I can't fly back out just yet, but I wish I could come see you all. But how do you think each of your individual musical styles influenced the overall sound of this album?
I think you can certainly hear all of our personas and our unique hues, how we approach music.
That's exactly where the magic happens in Auri. We all bring our own personalities and our musical preferences and our storytellings together.
We do.
And then when these three things come together, they collide. Something really mystic happens.
Yeah.
And again, that's back down to connection and communion with each other, and we never struggle at all to express ourselves within the world of Auri because we've got nothing to lose at all. Yeah. We can do exactly what we like. It's a wonderful situation to be in.
Yeah, and you don't feel I'm going to say you don't feel like you're silly for saying I want to try this or I want to try that, because you know that you're going to get backed either way, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, we move on and we try something else. And I really love that relationship that you three have for Auri, and it does feel very fluid.
Yeah, our connections are really strong musically and personally. So we tend to be in unison with our approach to music. So we very rarely disagree on things. We'll disagree on tiny little points, but in a state of joy rather than conflict.
Well said. Always.
What was the most memorable or challenging song to write or record for you on this album?
Nothing really comes because it was so smooth. I remember we had a bit of trouble getting the mix of a boy traveling with his mother just right.
Yeah.
So there was a bit struggling there.
Yeah, because it's so. That track is probably the most impressionistic of all the songs on the album. So
it needed to be just right. It needed to be hypnotic and rest
exactly
perfectly. And it was quite a challenge to get all that in place, but eventually we did.
We did.
Yeah, that one for me, there was just something about it because growing up in England, of course, my dad he's a huge fan of steam trains, so we would take rides on a lot of steam trains, and so that kind of brought me back into those memories of happiness, of just being such a young, innocent child just looking out of the window and seeing this, world passing by, and it honestly, it brought tears to my eyes as well. It was so beautiful, and a really
Fabulous.
just such a wonderful way to end the album, I think, as well.
Could you smell the coal and the fire?
And the steam, and
Yeah.
and the countryside,
Yeah.
because sometimes you can open the window a little bit, but yeah, it just, everything about it was wonderful.
Splendid.
Since you are all people that are very inspired by art, what is it like to know that your music inspires other artists out there to create?
Well, I think it feels as wonderful as discovering something that sparks a new song in you. It's that circle of life that we get to be a part of and take part in. It's a huge privilege and a source of joy.
It just fills me with the uttermost joy. This fact that there are people out there who, when they listen to Auri music, they experience the same feelings that I do when I listen to Walking in the Air or A Wonderful Life by Black, or one of these all-time favorites that every single time take me to places when I listen to them. And to think that we can do the same with Auri music to other people, it's just so comforting.
It is.
And inspiring.
It is. That's the crux of it.
Yeah.
That's integral to us.
Absolutely.
All of us.
Because I feel so strongly that we are all connected, and we just have forgotten in this world. At birth, something happens. Well, maybe not instantly, because children still remember to a certain age, but then we kind of fall asleep into this oblivious trance-like state that we just need to find ourselves out, and find a door out of that realm. And music is one of the doors that can take you out of that state of just autopiloting this life,
Bloody hell, that's brilliant.
It is. It really is.
But it's not the back door either. It's a big double door.
Right.
Shiny one. And
Yeah.
enter. It says enter here, like Alice. It has a little plaque.
And it can deliver you on so many emotions as well. It's not just a straightforward line. It can take you on this roller coaster of emotions, and you can go anywhere within that. And that's why I love it too.
Perfect. Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
And speaking of,
that's what it is at the end of the day. And we are creating our reality, whether we know it or not. And that's sometimes the tragic thing about life, because you are creating the misery oftentimes yourself, and you're not realize that you're doing it. So if by any chance there's even a slight chance that we're able to spark something, or offer that door to a person listening to our music, that's something that I'm hoping.
And that's exactly the fiery core that we come from, Auri. It was the whole point, really, is to make music that can affect that.
Yeah. Speaking of that, when I listened to Museum of Childhood, for example, that really brought back that feeling of it's okay to still be able to connect with your inner child and have that magic alive within yourself. Just because we're adults and we lead serious lives, if you will, it's okay to still enjoy those things you enjoyed as a child. And if you want to enjoy Disney. If you want to enjoy something else that you grew up on. It was such a beautiful moment of realization for me that if I like something, why am I stopping myself from then enjoying that just because I'm at a certain age? And I just want to thank you for that too.
I'm happy you say that, and I'm happy you discovered that thought, because that's all We are really. I mean,
It is.
and the world is full of stories that we're being told. The school tells us stories, our parents tell us stories, and we're taught to tell stories ourselves. You know, we tell stories about who we are, our lives, but we can change those stories. I mean, we're at the helm of those stories and creating them, whether we know it or not. So
Absolutely.
when the epiphany arrives and you realize that you can change your narrative, that changes everything, really.
It does, and it also it actually happens probably by the hour that you know, I'll switch from being a 92-year-old man to being a 5-year-old man. Even I stress man as a 5-year-old as well.
Yeah.
So and we're all like that, you know. We can't
Yeah.
be we can't be tied down really, and you can hear it in the music as well.
Yeah. No, I love that. And also something I wanted to bring up that you posted on Instagram was, well, on your socials, was the fact that you can hear your three cats in some of the recordings. I wanted to tell you because I'm in our smallest bedroom. It's my office space, and we have a lot of trinkets around here. And I also have three cats, and my oldest, Mojo, she's my soul cat. If I've been in here too long, she will sit at that door and she will yell. And sometimes when I am recording, you can hear her in my videos. So I wanted to, like, we have that same thing happening with these wonderful creatures we get to, you know, love on. And I'm such a cat lady.
I love that. They are our little guardians, aren't they?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm allergic to cats.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's dreadful.
But you love cats still.
I absolutely love cats. I love them, and I'm cursed with this hideous allergy. I sneeze my head off, and then I can't. Oh, it's terrible.
I'm so thankful that I'm not allergic. Mojo is the one that started this whole crazy cat lady, because she's, you know, they say they choose you, and she really did. And yeah, now we have 3 of them. So you mentioned your first ever Auri tour that is coming up. Are you? You've obviously been rehearsing. How are you feeling about this? I just noticed you've got your first 2 sold out shows as well.
Yeah, actually 4
Yeah.
sold out shows already.
Yeah.
So tickets are selling fast, which is a lovely sign, and we've been enjoying ourselves rehearsing, and it's just been a massive treat. We still need to keep pinching ourselves to realize that this is actually
Yeah, you know, it must be pointed out again that we've been dreaming of this for over a decade, at least over a decade. But now we're finally doing it, so we're stupidly excited.
Stupidly excited.
Johanna, you are going to be performing double duty on some of those dates with the Eye of Melian. How are you feeling about that? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Or what are your feelings?
Thank you. I mean, I always love trying out different things, and just like we discussed earlier, if there's a "don't do this" sign, I'm gonna go and have a look at that. So yeah, it's wonderful to test out. I've never done anything like this before, so it's a wonderful experiment.
Yeah.
For 4 nights to do this and join the stage.
And me and Tuomas are doing a few supports as well. Just the 2 of us doing Bavarian beer house music. Obviously playing accordion, and I'm just playing sticks, and we're wearing
Dressed accordingly.
And yeah, we've got some really nice lederhosen, so we're going to do that just for a few of the shows. London, Berlin. Oh no, we're not doing
Paris,
Berlin. They were going to pick up the venue if we did it in Berlin. Paris.
Well, now I'm sad I'm going to miss it.
Come and fly over now. Yeah. It is really special, and we've been working on a second album with the Eye of Melian at the moment. Troy has been playing a few notes on that album as well.
Quite a few notes, actually.
Yeah, exactly, and beautiful at that. Heart pinching, heart twanging.
Heart twanging.
So yeah, lovely things coming up in the future as well, music-wise.
Now I have a new word as well, heart-twanging. What are your rest of year plans for Auri or for whatever else you have coming up that you can tell us about?
Auri, I think it's just this tour, and then we're going to see how we feel and where the wind takes us.
That's it. We're very free flowing with it all, but we intend to do it forever.
Yeah.
Whenever the time turns up, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully.
As Mary Poppins,
When the wind changes.
When the wind changes, we know. Oh, now it's time for Auri. Too much again.
That's one of the films that my grandma, when I was little, and it would come on the TV, and she recorded it on the VHS tapes, and so every time we would go to her house on the weekends, or we'd stay while my parents finished work after school, she would put Mary Poppins on. So it's been a big part of my childhood. It's funny that you mentioned that.
We're big fans of Mary Poppins.
We are big fans.
Yeah.
I'm reading all the books. Actually, Troy gave them to me as a Christmas present. I read the first 3 and absolutely loved them.
Yeah.
I think the second one is my favorite so far.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Very different from the film.
Yes, very different.
Not a lot of people have read the books because they get hooked on the film. Well, you should read the books. The books are, like anything, the books are generally, you get a deeper insight into the characters. And with Mary Poppins, it's extraordinary, isn't it? What she is.
Yes. She's not what Julie Andrews makes her be.
She's not that.
Even though I love the book.
So do I.
It's wonderful, but it's a different character.
It is fabulous.
Well, I'll have to go and order those because I do love when the books are slightly different to the film adaptation, just because you can then go on 2 different journeys with the same characters in a way.
Try it. Buy the 3 books.
I will. I think I will. Do you have any last words for people watching this interview of thanks or anything like that?
Last words.
Just
sounds a bit final.
It does. The last one. So I'm just really grateful that you share the journey with us. It's a really big pleasure for us to to be doing what we love, and we hope it encourages you to do the same and find your smile and the things that make you happy and your eyes light up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And share it with the world. Share it with us and all of us.
Exactly.
You were just talking about goosebumps. You just gave me goosebumps right there with that. Well, again, excuse me.
If you take the T off your name.
Oh, yeah.
If you take the T off your name.
Auri, yeah. My name is it's actually my gamer tag. I'm a big gamer, and it came from The Hobbit, the film adaptation, because I know she's not in the books. It was Tauri, the elf in The Hobbit, and somebody already had that in the game, so I shortened it to Tauri, and that just stuck ever since.
I love that.
Splendid.
Yeah. So of course.
Are you into Skyrim as well?
Yes. I love Skyrim. I'm in Baldur's Gate 3 right now. I'm playing that at the moment. What else? My sister and I, we play a lot of I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's Helldivers 3. It's Helldivers 2, sorry. It's like a shoot 'em up sort of game. It kind of makes fun of the US in a little bit in like a light-hearted way, but yeah, it's a fun game if you can get together with 4 of your friends, and it's really, really fun.
What about Connect 4 and Kaplunk?
Of course.
Is very good.
Frustration.
Well. I love that. What about Broncos?
I don't know if I ever played that one. I played Hungry Hippos.
Oh, Hungry Hippos.
Yeah.
Much better than Skyrim. Hungry Hippos.
Gotta get those little white balls and make sure you get most of them, you know?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here and for chatting with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Again, their 3rd album, Candles and Beginnings, is out on August 15th via Nuclear Blast. I will leave all of those pre-order links and the links to where you can find Auri down below in the description. Thank you, Johanna, Tuomas, and Troy. I've really been looking forward to this chat with you all, and again, I thank you so much for your patience and rescheduling this with me as well.
It's been lovely.
Absolute
Sure
pleasure.
was.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Tom.
I just want to take a moment to thank all of my incredible Patreons. You can find all of my full album reactions over there. You can find the link for that right here or down below in the description. But don't forget to like and subscribe to become a Taurian. Speaking of becoming a Taurian, all of my social media links and my Discord link are down below in the description. We'd absolutely love to have you come hang out in the Discord community. And I will see you guys in the next video. Rock on.